It's my proud privilege to be part of this event, which is focused on awarding and rewarding the performing IT industry and their representatives. I am thankful to IT and SP to give me an opportunity to be with you today evening. You know, it's very important to recognize and award those who are performing, particularly for the kind of industry IT and ITS industry is, which has made this India a great nation during last 2 decades. Today, the exports from this country is about $76 billion, and domestic and exporting turnover revenue this year has been $108 billion. We are growing at the rate of 10%, more than 10% year on year. In 1998, the contribution of IT and ITS industry in the national GDP was merely 0.2%, 1.2%, and now this sector contributes more than 8% during this financial year. The country, the nation as a whole, has a lot of expectation from this industry, because this is the industry which has changed the face of this country. It has brought brand equity. It has made India a nation to be known for its intellect, because we are contributing in an area which is omnipresent and is present in all walks of life, in all sectors of economy and knowledge. In this sector, about 3 million engineers are employed, and every year about 2 lakhs engineers are getting inducted in this sector. So it is the largest urban job creator for this country. But for last 2 decades, we have become the hub for outsourcing industry. We have captured the sizable business in this field of IT and ITS outsourcing industry. But the growth of 10.2% may not be that, ambitious for a country like India, where we are 1.2 billion strong country. The IT and ITS industry has done tremendous job for this country, and that's why the country is expecting and hoping and aspiring from this sector more and more. Now, if we look at the figures, we are very proud that we are employing 2 lakhs engineers every year. But if you look at the engineers, the graduates, those who are coming out of Indian universities in the engineering field, the number is about between 6 to 7 lakhs. And we can see the sizable gap between the availability of the manpower and the utilization of the same. The IT industry is not to be blamed. Basically, the IT industry has brought this country up to this level where we have become the largest outsourcing center for R&D. Now our people are doing R&D. The IT industry has moved up the value chain. Our billing rates have improved and grown. We are capable of now getting into the product creation, promoting the innovation, creating the culture of innovation within this country. The challenge is that how do we bring this culture of innovation and product development with the support and with the hand-in-hand working of all the stakeholders, government, IT industries, the consumer, the state government, the central government, so that not only the innovation and product is developed within this country, but also apart from export, the same product is consumed within this country. And if this kind of ecosystem is created within this country, and then only we can achieve the kind of growth that we have to have in this scenario where we have got a lot of resources and manpower available for meaningful deployment in this industry. Now our growth has to be totally disruptive. We have to grow beyond these numbers. This 10 to 20% growth is absolutely outstanding as per the world standards. But our requirements are totally different. And that's why this IT and ITS industry is in focus. Everybody is looking towards IT and ITS industry. And the lot of aspirations have been risen. If you look at the central government, in year 2012, the central government has come up with triad of policies: National Policy on Information Technology 2012, National Policy on Electronics 2012, and National Policy on Telecom 2012. All these three policies are focusing towards creation of programs and measures which can induce the production or the development of product within this country and consumption of the same. So the focus, apart from the export, has been laid on domestic consumption also. There has to be a win-win situation where on one hand products are developed, jobs are created, wealth are created, and the country also consumes these products. And so the kind of aspiration that we have, that not only we export, but we also produce within this country as import substitution. So both the models have to work together. If you look at the measures that have been taken by the government in the field of electronics, the government of Andhra Pradesh is also a pioneer in this field to take the benefit of those programs, like IT investment regions, like electronic manufacturing clusters. 2 wafer fabs has already been approved by the government of India to create the ecosystem for the innovation in ESDM industry. The modified SIPs, modified special incentive program for development of certain electronic goods within this country as an import substitution. For meeting out the requirement of funds in this sector, development and establishment of electronic development funds. So these are the measures which are capable of taking care of the needs of this country for another decade. If you look at the electronics, National Policy on Electronics 2012 says that by 2020, we will consume more than $300 billion electronic good within this country and would produce nearly $80 billion product within this country. Now this gap has to be filled, because this gap of 220 billion is capable of creating about 28 million jobs of all sorts, jobs who are 10th, 12th, engineers, so all sorts of jobs. See, look at the numbers, and these are the numbers which are going to meet the need of this nation. So all the stakeholders, state government, central government, industry, with policy incentive, legal infrastructure, with the fiscal incentive, have to be put in place so that the need of another decade is met by all of us. In the field of IT, as you are aware, that with the withdrawal of income tax exemption under Income Tax Act, which expired by March 2011, thereafter in 2012, the Government of India came up with National Policy on IT. And in National Policy on IT, the stress has been laid for the dispersal of IT industry from Tier 1 to Tier 2 cities, primarily to ensure that the jobs are created in Tier 2 cities, and the IT industry is also can take the advantage of cost arbitrage, so that they can remain competitive. The stress has also been laid to support the MSME sector, which is the vehicle for innovation and product development. World over, larger corporations, where they try to maintain their margins and they innovate for their own needs. The disruptive growth and wealth creation has happened only in the hands of MSME sector. The idea is, how do we promote MSME sector and the MSME sector which works in the product and innovation sector. And then, as I said earlier, that how do we create a policy environment, create a program so that the products are not only developed in this country, but also consumed within this country apart from the export.